Yeah, I figure I'm gonna make this video real quick. I'm not really into the paint video thing too much lately, you know. I haven't been painting a whole lot, but I know you know, not too long ago we had a couple guys rattling the cage in the garage with a couple guys that were putting up paint videos, and how they didn't think it was fair that they had to comply to the EPA rules, and guys in their garage weren't trying to, or you know, didn't think they had to. And I had mentioned to you guys a couple times through my experience with different paint manufacturers and things that are going on when I go to these different classes and stuff, that the EPA is having a hard time gaining traction with all their new ideas. For one thing, it's expensive to put all this stuff into play, and it's expensive to enforce it. Secondly, you have to hire people, you have to have police out there to police it, and it didn't go over real well with a lot of business owners. Get some lights on. And therefore, it's just it never gained a whole lot of traction. I mean, a lot of the paint manufacturers have changed over to waterborne and low VOC products, and you know, they're probably not going to be going back to the regular stuff. But I have noticed a couple things that are sort of cool. The first EPA class I took, you know, they were after the paint stripper big time. You know, the part of the class, probably a half hour of the class, was on paint stripper and why you shouldn't use it, and the stripping process of a car. You know, they were questioning whether it would be better to buy a panel than strip it, and they didn't want you really stripping panels, and you know, it was getting pretty cumbersome to follow all the rules and stuff. And one of the big rules was the aircraft paint stripper. And I just recently had a chance to take another EPA class. I took the ASE class online, and it was completely different than the first one. I just took a 40-hour training class that I got certified in the EPA thing. I got my certificate, but this was a different class. This is for something completely different, and a lot of the rules have changed already. I just wanted to point out that unless you're producing over 500 pounds of VOC a year, you're totally not on the screen. You're exempt. So that means the guys in the garage really follow no rules. So for you guys out there that keep hassling these guys that are putting up videos painting their cars in their garage, that's just the way it is. There are no rules. You can paint whatever you want in your garage. Some local states have or cities have some ordinance where you can only do 2 cars a year for your personal, but as far as the EPA is concerned, you're not even an issue. You don't generate enough pollution for them to worry about you. But I wanted to point this out to you in this catalog. This is something that I just got, and try not to look at the prices, but this is the EPA rule. According to the EPA rule, 6H methylene chloride is not illegal. It's legal in 50 states. And this is what they said they were trying to get rid of, the EPA. And here it is, big bold letters. And they give you the amount that you can use here. EPA regulation do not ban the use of methyl chloride. And that totally goes against what they said at first. And here, let me show you this. You can use up to 200 gallons of aviation paint remover per year before it's even a question, guys. So, ain't none of us using 200 pounds of that, 200 gallons. So, you guys that have been laying low on the paint videos and what have you, I wouldn't worry about it too much anymore. It looks like it's definitely lightening up from the classes I've been taking, and I just wanted to show you that. You know, 200 gallons of paint stripper, and it doesn't say that it has to be disposed of any special way. Most people rinse that off with water, so it's going right into the ground. And that was the main concern when I first started getting into these classes, was it was showing up in groundwater, and that's why they wanted to do away with the paint stripper. And just by changing over to the HVLP gun, you know, you increase your transfer efficiency on your gun, so you're getting more material onto the panel. That helps. And a lot of guys ask why they didn't do anything with the clear, why they just made the base, you know, compliant. And that is because the base is what gets 90% of the reducer. And that's what they're after. They're after the stuff that evaporates into the air. So anything that leaves the paint. So reducer, you know, lacquer primers have a lot of reducer in them. Or lacquer thinner, you know, and 50% of what you put into a lacquer primer has to evaporate from the car. That's where you get your shrinkage from. So so there you go. You guys that have been, you know, laying off the paint videos and showing us some stuff, you know, because you were worried that the EPA was going to come to your house. That's not the case at all. And I'll try to get some more stuff on that. I'll show you the stuff from the class when I get it. I asked the teacher if I could get some, if he could send me over some stuff, you know, some literature on the actual laws, and we could go over that for home use. And the guy at home really isn't held accountable. I mean, you know, it's a personal decision you make whether you want to make the environment better. Of course, you want to be responsible with the stuff you're using. But as far as spraying stuff at your house, you don't have to worry about the EPA coming and knocking on your door. You're not even in the sites, and they can't even deal with the body shops they decided to pick on, much less pick on every private individual in the country that's got a garage working on their car. So so I just wanted to show that rule. That's their rule right there, 200 gallons a year per person. That seems like an awful lot, you know, and I'll start using that more. I stopped using it because, you know, they came down on it so hard in the first class, and they made it seem like that was going to be the, you know, the trigger if you bought that stuff. Now they do say in there that you should, if you buy aircraft stripper, that you need to keep your invoice and keep a running total of, you know, what you do buy in case you are ever questioned. But you know, 200 gallons just seems like an awful lot, you know, for a private individual to use in a year's course. But as far as painting at home and doing that kind of stuff, unless you're producing over 500 pounds of VOCs per year, you're not even on the radar, and you're not even, you know, you're not even on their horizon. You know, they're not even looking for us small guys. They're going after the shops, trying to make the shops compliant, and the shop owners can get mad all they want when they watch these videos of us doing it at home, and that's just how it is, you know. You know, I'm sorry if you got a shop and you don't like seeing guys do stuff at home, but that's it. And I decided to make that quick video for you so you can see that right out of the book there on the aircraft stripper. And I know I'm not the only one that's taken this ASE class. I know Rich took it not too long ago, and he mentioned it, and that's why I took it. And I thought it was a very interesting class. I thought it was even better than the class that the EPA put on. So very interesting. It's almost like a, you know, another perspective on all the laws, and it was much more open, and there was a lot of information in it. So any of you guys can take these classes online. They do cost a little money. You just go to ASE and you can take their test. You can take, they have all kinds of stuff up there, so if you guys are interested in that, check that out. They got a website. And so till the next video, guys, I just thought I'd bring you that little tidbit.